So on planning part now, SAP till now it was not at that good, but now SAP is trying to deliver things in planning part. So it includes sales and operational planning, business objects, cash forecasting, consolidation, margin calculation, manufacturing scheduling optimization, and a lot of other things. So in theory, SAP has given a lot of apps, from planning perspective where you can optimize, you can use existing data from the database and you can optimize it for future use and see what if and but, and you can do all those if and buts analysis from planning perspective. Sense and response apps, it's basically for like meters or precision related, so I'll not cover these things. Okay, so this is important. So this is the growth what SAP has been following. They started with R2, then we moved to R3, then it was bundled ERP, and then S4hana 2015. So all those are history now. So of course R3 is ERP is still existing. It's not that they have gone away from market and they can still, it will take from companies some time to update from existing system to HANA, and a lot of companies will wait for few more years. But yes, companies have started moving. So the next big thing is SAP S4hana 2015. So this is the growth what SAP is following now. Now R3 is converted into S4 or ERP. We call it R3 in traditional language, in consulting language. That is S4 now. And SAP has agreed that they will deliver a lot of changes every 3, 4, 5 months, and that's what SAP has done. And they launched this product in February or March. S4 Simple Finance. In November, they again update the system with a lot of things. They have given around 180-page document with the only updates. That what are the updates they have done from March till November. So you can imagine 6 months and 180-page document to just list down the updates. A lot of changes. Questions?
Hey Nitha, Raj again.
Yeah.
I was wondering, is there a list of the changes which was done in the release update from last version to this version, and maybe some all those documents? I was thinking, do you have some kind of document that you can give to us?
So those are customer specific documents, that update documents. So what happened is, there are some documents which SAP released for public, and there are some documents which SAP released for customers. So public documents are easily accessible on the internet. You can go to Google and download those. But what document I'm talking about is the customer document. Is released only for the customers. So since I'm on the project, so I have that document. I can share the snapshots, but since it is a SAP confidential document, I cannot share 100%. But I would be sharing in my training, in the existing training, I have referred that document. So that will be the last part of the leg of this training. When I will cover the updates in 15.11, I will use that document you guys to show you what SAP has changed. Sorry. So I will be sharing the key things from the document, because it includes a lot of things, not only finance, it includes other modules also, logistics and everything, but that is not important from finance perspective. So I'll be sharing some things from that document to you, and you will see a lot of things, a lot of snapshots from that document into my my PowerPoint slides as well. So does that answer your question?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Any other question? I see a few hands raised.
Hello,
Yes.
this is Janet. I have a question. That why if this SAP S4hana is implemented, I think it's an add-on or something. And then what happened to SAP FICO and all other modules like MEM, SD, and all other related modules? It is totally going to obsolete.
So there are two things. First is finance modules, another thing is logistics modules. So with the implement of simple finance, all finance module you can say yes, they are obsolete now. So when we say finance, it's FI and CO. They are,
So that is
so
there is no need to.
No, hold on. So there
Okay,
are not
sorry.
100% obsolete, but yes, all the architecture, all the configuration and basic things are changed. So it is better to, better to have understanding of the FICO, but good to have, overview of HANA. So it's not 100%, but yes, architecture level, all basic things are changed. So from finance perspective.
And you,
Coming to logistics, simple logistics, which includes MM, SD, PP, PM, all the logistics module, logistics execution, SCM, all those modules in one bundle, a simple logistics. So again, same thing is there. Basic core is still the same, but from technical aspects, everything has changed. I'll just give you an example. Material number length was 18 in ECC. Now they have make it 40. So the concept is there, material number, but all your tables and everything change because they have changed the length of that field. And changing the length means a lot in system. So one example for you. So the core is still there, but from one level above, everything has changed.
the configuration, just like the configuration in FICO, the SAP Simple Finance has also the configuration with a different.
Yes. So if you are implementing new, configuration is changed. Configuration nodes is changed. If you are migrating, then you don't need to do that configuration, but it's already there. You just need to execute the migration from classic to new, classic GL to classic or new GL to simple finance. So migration steps are important, but for the new customers, yes, the configuration nodes are changed.
So you are mainly focusing on the migration perspective.
Migration, yes. Migration is the key. If you learn migration, configuration is not that challenging, and SAP has made easy the configuration. It's in a lot of things are auto configurable. You just get the data, SAP configures it. So migration,
like activate.
Right, absolutely. You click the button, so SAP do a lot of things in the background. But migration is the key because the value in the market is going to be for migration, because most of the companies are sitting on SAP. They will migrate. That's for sure. When and how, that's a second question, but they will migrate, that's for sure. And migration is the niche skill. It's not that everybody knows migration. So migration is the key thing which companies are focusing, and I see a lot of opportunities coming up in market from European market, and everybody is looking for simple finance migration consultant.
So they have already implemented the FICO by investing too much money. Already they have invested. Then will these companies will go for another migration or another upgrade within this short time, as long as they have their own budgets and all those things for it? Probably they have a
example for you. Asian Paints, Samsung, Amazon, they were already on SAP from a long time, and they have already implemented s4hana simple finance. They have migrated from their existing ERP systems to simple finance. So like those, a lot of companies are in plan to implement simple finance in coming few years. They have already, some have started project in this 2016 in the new budgets of 16, and some have planned for next few years. So migration will be done for sure. Like, if you remember the old history, if you, I don't know how long have been your history in SAP, but if you remember classic GL and new GL, so it was initially classic GL and then SAP came up with new GL. At today, most of 90%, 90+% of the customers are on new GL. So everybody migrated from classic to new. They did the migration. So same thing is with HANA. They will migrate actually.
I think I have read in some literature that up till December 31st, 2015, the upgrade is free or something like that. If you are changing from the existing SAP with HANA, SAP HANA, they will get the free add-on like SAP Simple Finance.
Those are,
I have read some.
those are all SAP marketing policies. They have ifs and buts again in those. So those are, not interesting for consultant. Those are interesting for customers, who are investing money. Because for consultant, it doesn't matter whether company is buying it or company is getting it free. It doesn't matter for us. But yes, SAP gives some, those are all marketing offers what SAP provides. Any question? So the demand is for, from work aspect or from, job aspect, demand is for migration. Because existing customers are looking to migrate. That's the key. No, Lakesh, we can't hear you. So I recently did one migration, this year, and another is planned for 16. So for me, it's key, migration is one of the things which I'm focusing on. So we have a question. Lakesh is not able to speak or hear. What happened? Okay. So the question is, what kind of background do you need for this course? So Latish, for this course, it would be preferred if you have finance background or FICO background. If not, it is not that mandatory. Course length is around 40 hours and contents are there on the website, I think. Kavya, do you have the updated content on the website? So, Latish, we will cover those prerequisites of implementing simple finance. We will cover all those questions what you have in the training. Okay. So this is how SAP is simplified. They came up with SAP HANA in 2011. That's what I said. 3-4 years back they launched HANA. Then they came up with SAP Business Warehouse powered by HANA for reporting perspective or sidecar. Then SAP Business Suite powered by HANA. Then SAP Simple Finance powered by HANA in 2014, late, and then in 2015 they came up with SAP S4hana, which is simplified data model, new user experience, advanced processing, choice of deployment, and if it is on cloud, it's multi-tenancy. So this is where we are sitting today, 2014. 2015 and in 16 SAP is planned. I think they have already launched simple logistics in November, but still that has to come up with more updates in, I think, in February, March in 2016, in next few months, and we are expecting more updates in finance as well in February, March. I don't know, but yes, 15 they have updated a lot. The initial release was in March. It was 3103 release, and then it 1511 update. So things are changing, but things are improving. That is more important. I mean, changes is there, but it is, since it is improving, so it is good. Any question? This is the journey from SAP from HANA from HANA database perspective. How they are moving. So they initially started with database, then they move it to reporting, and then they move it to their core modules. So Latish, we will cover all those questions. You have tools for migration and all those things. This will be too early stage to talk about everything, in session 1 for you. I think this is session 1 for you, so you have to wait, have some patience. We will talk about all those tools and all those journey. Yes, we will cover entire migration in this course. Purna, you have Bob J background and would like to functional. Yes, I think Pico will be helpful, and since it is in with this new concept, now it is, people, FIC people are also trying to enter this area, so it will be easy for you to enter this finance area. So Purna, yes, I would agree, Mohammed. So Latish, point for you, I think you can get those questions addressed from Kavya. Kavya, are you there? Yes. Kavya, are you there?
Yes, Nitin.
Kavya, Latish have some questions, if you can just address those offline course content and how to ensure that 40 hours is good. Some questions, if you can address those offline, it will be good.
Sure. Who has that query?
Latish.
Latesh. Sure, I will answer it to his queries, Nitin.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So for these basic questions, guys, hold on. Let me complete this first presentation, and then before moving to second one, we will have this Q&A session for 10 minutes in between. S4hana. So that was an overview of HANA. Coming to now, since we see this picture, 2015 innovation by SAP is S4hana. S4 is suite for business. So SAP Business Suite for HANA, it's basically S4 is suite for ERP innovation based on new and radically simplified data model design concept, which is only possible with an in-memory database like SAP HANA. So we just talk about what HANA is and what S4 is. So S4 is basically, simplifying the data model, like we are doing in finance. Same we are doing in logistics as well in future. So I want you guys to read these 4 quick points in 2 minutes, and then I will discuss those. You have 2 minutes. Okay. So based on the old new data model, SAP has replaced successfully the old code line with the new code line. So a lot of codings have been changed by SAP, which is unconstant from the confinement of the traditional database. All this coding were on old database. So now things have changed. The important thing is, the innovation delivered with HANA is simple finance. The third point. This is the first innovation available for on cloud and on premise. Next lining up is new project service module currently not available in cloud edition. So there are some additional servicing module which is coming up, which is not finance. S4hana release 15.11, which is November 2015, is the latest release for the on-premise edition, delivering innovations in additional business process areas. So this is one of the latest major release which SAP has done. So in March, when SAP released this module, this simple finance, they gave us the very basic things. But then in the last 6 months, they have done a lot of innovation again and key improvements in business processes, and they came up recently with this. So that's why it says key additional in business process areas. So a lot of business processes have been improved apart from the configuration and all those nodes. which is beneficial for business. Now they are talking of business benefits, and they have a question from customers: what are the benefits of moving to S4hana? So if they simply say the benefit is from IT perspective, your landscape simplification and all those, finance will not get convinced. To convince finance, they have to do something for functional teams. So 1511 is entirely focused on functional. HANA is already there, S4 is already there, Simple Finance is already there. Now what next? So that's what they have delivered. They have improved business processes, they have simplified processes, they have simplified configuration, they have reduced the T codes. There have a lot of T codes have been scrapped now, a lot of tables have been scrapped now. So that's what they are trying to simplifying processes from functional perspective. That's S4hana. Simple logistics is again a bundle which is in early release stage. A lot of improvements has to come in simple logistics, but since it is logistics area, I'm not much concerned because for us my core area is finance. If you go to internet, you will get a lot of information about this simple finance. SC and blogs and things have been updated. People are updating it rigorously about simple finance on SC and blogs. So SAP is leading the S4 innovation with the S4 Cloud Edition, releasing 4 upgrades every year, which are available as bundle once a year for on-premise customers. So what SAP has planned is for on-cloud, they will release an update every 3 months, and same updates will be available for on-premise customer once in a year. This year's S10 release was an exception, as this release was available on-premise and in on-cloud at the same time. Reason: anybody sees why? Anybody have a reason for this? Why they are differentiating cloud and quick update for clouds and very organized update for on-premise? Any answer? Okay. So on cloud edition is controlled by SAP. So what happens is if they update that cloud edition, it gets updated automatically for all the customers. So customers need not to implement or put effort to update their versions. But for on-premise, customers have to put effort of their upgradation and testing and all those things. So if they update every 3 months on-premise version, it's more work for customers to do the moment one release gets completed, testing and it is stabilized, the next release comes. So that's why for on-premise they have given it once in a year, that all those 4 bundles will be available once in a year. But for cloud, SAP do all those things. It's not customer dependent. So that's why SAP is doing it very frequently. This year it was an exception. The 1511 update, it came after 5 months, 5 or 6 months, and it was available for both of them together because it was a major update. A lot of changes have been done, so that's why it was updated, exceptional update. So that's why I just said they are updating it every 3 months. So next update is planned, I think, in February or March. So it is planned the next update will come soon. S10 is mandatory for all additional future innovations, as S4hana is fully integrated system. So any future innovation or any future thing you are going to plan in the system, so up post ECC6, EHP7, you have nothing else to do in system. If you need more improvements, more innovation, HANA is the only key. SAP has stop updating anything above EHP now, EHP7. EHP7 is the last release. After ESP 7, they have nothing new. They are not releasing anything ESP 8 or something. They have stopped everything. So now the next level after ESP 7 will be S4hana. That's for sure. And for anything new which SAP is coming up, S10 is mandatory. So when we say mandatory, you can imagine every customer has to move on at one point of time, because SAP will stop supporting the the old version. That's what SAP do. It updates the system, and after a few years it stop updating.